Go, mate. No pressure.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and freeloaders. It's been a fantastic day so far. The venue is spectacular. Thank you, Emma. And Chris. The ceremony was very special and everyone looked really lovely. Unfortunately, every silver lining has a cloud, and that comes in the form of me. For those who don't know me, my name is Richard, and I have the very special privilege of being James's best man. I would like to start by complimenting the bride on how vibrant and wonderful she looks today. I want to acknowledge the bridesmaids. I think you'll agree, they both look very pretty on this memorable day. Now, I've asked around for an idea of how long my speech should be, and the general response was about as long as it takes the groom to make love. So with that in mind, what's worrying is that my wife told me to read that line out. Sorry. James has married an amazing woman in Vicky. I would say lots of nice things about Vicky, like about how she's a great mother to 3 wonderful kids. I'd also say about how bright she is. But to be honest, that would be pushing it because she just married James of her own free will. It is of course a great honour to be chosen as best man.
Thank you.
When James asked me to be his best man, I had naturally many questions. What had I done to be bestowed such an honour? Had someone else refused? Or had all his other friends left the country? Or more important than all of those, could I myself refuse and still get an invitation to consume free food and free alcohol? It was a risk I was unwilling to take. The real explanation? Well, he said it was because I was always there for him. But he probably decided that after our trip home from holiday in Wales last year. I followed him and gave him his car a battery charge every hour after he conked out on the A55. I should explain how I came to know the groom. I've known James since secondary school, and I grew to knew him better when we joined the band and we played guitar, James, and bass guitar, myself, and also in our joint mutual love of Oasis and all things indie. From this grew our socialising at pubs and night spots local to us, the Roebuck, the Wolf, and the Gallery. In fact, James and Vicky met through these nights when my wife brought Vicky along one evening. It was definitely love, or lust, at first sight. And from this, James swiftly met Vicky's parents. To explain, they were soon expecting their first child. James certainly knows how to gain trust in new people. I'm going to miss the one about the car plan. That was probably a bit rude. Anyway, at least there was no rushed shotgun wedding, and things have worked out just fine between them. James has since discovered that he's a prolific baby maker. James and Vicky have 3 beautiful children, David, Rachel and Daniel. Soon to be joined by a 4th child on the way. I know that the 4th child will be just as lovely as the other 3, and I want us to toast them in wishing them all the future luck and happiness. Cheers. Cheers. As you're all probably aware, James is a talented Facebook and Twitter writer. There are some stories you can tell at a wedding, and then there are others that might be interesting to tell, but can't really be told. The ones that James invented about himself on Facebook about the one that one day is going to become the world famous benevolent communist leader that everyone is going to find the best in the world.
Time yet, mate.
So yes, I have some of his Facebook classics that I'm going to Katie Price, aka Jordan, is engaged again. And at this rate, she'll have more rings than Sonic the Hedgehog. So easy this. Me and Vicky have been together for 14 years and only ever had one argument. It started 14 years ago. This is the risque one. If you had a tin of shoe polish, you could have blackened her up and got away with it, I said to Oscar Pistorius, laughing. Then I realised it was in bad taste. Why would he have tin shoe polish? There's always one for a gag.
Just keep going, just keep going.
That is the least terrible one. There's lots about sex on there. In fact, my browser wouldn't let me look on his face. James is always one for a gag, whether it's at Subaru meet with friends, who are sticking bowls of mayonnaise in his jacket sleeves, or taking pictures of me after a stag night out trying to sleep off a hangover. You know, there's always going to be a light-hearted bit of fun in our socialising, and that's to cheer us all up. Dig a little further into the playfulness of James, and it reveals much about his character that makes him such a great guy who Vicky has married. He's kind, considerate, listens, and is empathetic to what you have to say, and always provides you with truthful advice and support. He's always been there for me. I know he does the same for Vicky. He's always been a good friend, and I know that myself, Jamie, and Tony would agree that we have a friend we highly value, and we can call on him whenever we need him. When he speaks to me about his feelings for Vicky, when he speaks to me about his feelings for Vicky, day-to-day stresses aside, he has always said to me that he deeply loves Vicky above all else. As I said before, James is a mad fan of the band Oasis and indie. I found this verse in the song, Married with Children, from Oasis. I think it describes the relationship James and Vicky share. And it will be nice to be alone for a week or two, but I know that I will be right back here with you. And so let's stand up and toast the bride and groom. Please raise your glasses and say cheers to future married happiness and the story of James, Vicky and the family. Cheers.
Well done, Richard.